This is Severe MMA, and we're alongside recent Cage Warriors victor, Chris Fishgold, and it must have been nice to be back fighting on Cage Warriors, a show I know that you've got a good track record with. Talk us through the win, though. Is it exactly what you expected?
Yeah, you know what, I went in with complete confidence for this fight. I knew he was an alright striker, but I've been working on my striking a lot, so I know he was a traditional Thai guy, so he's going to come out slow. So I thought when I go out, I'm just going to put on him, threw that overhand right, took him down, and then, you know, as we know, once you go to the ground, it's
well, as you said last night, when you go to the ground, it's an early night. Thank you for the payday. I'm going home.
Yeah.
But you prove it every time. The local scene, the UK scene, the European scene, surely there are bigger things calling for you. Surely that's what you're looking for in the next couple of fights, but we can't overlook Andrew Fisher.
Oh, no, you know, I'm trying to chase the dream, so until that happens, I'm just going to try and go through the best guys. And, you know, a lot of people saw Andrew Fisher like he's one of the best guys about, so, you know, May the 21st, I want to go through him as well. It's going to be an early night for him. I want to take his head clean off.
You know, given in a perfect world, after the 21st, would you be up for Cage Warriors June 4th in Wales as well, if they could sort that out for you?
Look, if I can fight every month, I want to fight every month. I'm a hungry man, you know. I'm not getting any younger now, am I? So I just need to get somewhere. I need to keep active, need to keep the fights going, I need to keep finishing them quick.
We look at the lightweight division within the UK, and I mean, you know, Cage Warriors coming back, their division was stacked. Bama's at the moment is, you know, chock a block full of talent. Yeah, you've got to put yourself right in the upper echelons of that. You know, if it's not the UFC next, what kind of opponent makes sense for you? Is there a name? Is there, again, I'm not asking you to talk shit, but is there somebody who's got that reputation that you finish them, they can't ignore me anymore?
No, to be honest, I'll tell you straight, I'll fight anyone at the moment, anyone in Europe, anyone in the world. In fact, if you give me the chance and you give me the shot to prove myself, I'm happy with anybody, but I'm not overlooking the featherweight division either. You know, I make lightweight quite easy, so I can drop up and down to feather or lightweight, so wherever there's an opening, you know, for any shows in there, you know, Andrew Fisher, he's at lightweight, but, you know, if you got me a good top guy at featherweight, you know, a top five, I'd jump at that as well. If I can fight every month, I'll be as active as I can.
The one loss on your record comes from that fight in Taipei, and again, anybody who watched it kind of from this side of the pond might have scored that fight a little bit differently. But I suppose my question is, with that loss on the record, has that taken a bunch of pressure off continuing to win? Because you didn't really lose the fight.
To be honest, I was getting told in between every round, you've won that round, you've won that round. So when I come out for the third and I was a bit tired, I probably give him the edge on the third because I never pushed for it, but I thought I was clearly up here. If you look, I had his back, I had the ear look attempt that took him down well over 10 times in a fight. I don't know how they could have scored any different. He caught me with a little shot. I think it was actually when I was shooting in, when it cut me eye. But, you know, one cut to 10 takedowns and having your back took, and, you know, shit happens at the end of the day. But I'm still here fighting strong. Is
it a case, though, that, you know, you hear some fighters, especially pros, that go on sort of a 9 or 10 fight win streak right from the very beginning, that sometimes that loss of the O can really kind of play with their head? Did you find that same thing? Did you find like, man?
Well, my style, I used to be, you know, people say, look, you're the alpha male, you go out and kill. I become a bit of a bitch in all respect. I used to go out just not to lose rather than to win. I'd go out and I think, I'll grind this out, I'll win them on decision, when really you can't be like that. You know, I learned my lesson the hard way with that loss, even though it weren't a proper loss. I learned it the hard way, and since then, you know, I've been going out for the finish, and as you can see, I'll jump for me back, which I have done now on numerous occasions. If I've got a guillotine, I won't just try and stand there. Yeah, known for wondering.
That's all right, we'll keep you close, we'll keep you close. Look, we've mentioned it off camera, we talked about the fact that, you know, Rotterdam, a last minute replacement, something like that. I know you've got a management team, you got a coach, but in all honesty, what's the end game for this year? Is it by the end of this year UFC or the equivalent?
Hopefully by June the UFC. If I can fit in two fights, you know, and I can stop them in the first round. There's no denying that overall my record will be 16-1-1 then, if I can stop these next two. So 16-1-1. Talk to me, do you know what I mean?
I know Joe Silva and Sean Shelby always watch Severe MMA interviews, so there's Sean Shelby. What would you say to him?
Sean, anyone, anytime, mate. You know, my phone's by my side.
Chris, an excellent performance last night. Another first-round stoppage that you made look absolutely easy. It didn't look like work from
Pleasure.
the TV.
Thank you so much.
But always a pleasure, and we hope you go on to bigger and better things over the next few months.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you so
Fingers
much.
crossed, Sean and Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.